As Minnesota's Governor Tim Walz let rioters and looters burn down Minneapolis Ubers, he signed a bill to give illegal aliens free health care. He abolished Columbus Day. He ordered tampons to be put into boys' bathrooms. If Comrade Walz and Comrade Harris win this November, the people cheering will be the pink-haired Marxists, the looters, the perverts, the flag burners, Hamas supporters, drug dealers, gun grabbers, and human traffickers.
Former President Trump calling out Vice President Harris and her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz's progressive record during a Montana rally over the weekend. Trump also slamming Walz for making these comments about socialism during a recent White Dudes for Harris Zoom call. Watch.
Don't ever shy away from our progressive values. One person's socialism is another person's neighborliness. Just do the damn work.
Joining me now is Florida Congressman Carlos Gimenez. He's a member of the House Armed Services, Homeland Security, and the Select Committee on China. Congressman, you fled communist Cuba in 1960. What do you think about Governor Walz's comments?
Look, he said progressives and socialism in the same breath. And so, yeah, those policies that he and Kamala Harris wants, these progressive policies, are really socialism, leading us down the path of socialism. And my parents came here fleeing socialism, communism, to find freedom. And now it would never dawn on them that somehow we're facing the same threat here in the United States.
Well, let's talk about the voter perception of all of this, because support for Harris among Latino voters, it's hanging at around 50%, but she's got to win over more of them if she wants to win the White House. And an Axios review of past candidates shows that actually Democrats typically lose when they receive less than 64% of the Latino vote, Congressman. And I had your colleague, Congresswoman Maria Salazar, on in the last hour, and we talked about the Latino voter perception, and she said, you know what, one thing that you want to bring up that will make a Latino voter recoil would be, especially in Florida, the issue of socialism. How is it going to affect those voters?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Look, we just have to tell the truth about Kamala Harris and her running mate. They are extreme leftists. They are socialists. Look, Kamala Harris is rated to the left of Bernie Sanders, a self-proclaimed socialist. And so we're looking at the most extreme ticket ever on the Democrat side. And we just have to make sure that the American people know who they are, exactly who they are. Now, they're going to have help from the mainstream media, who will try to fool us once again by saying, no, she's a moderate, No, she's not a moderate. She is an extreme leftist socialist, and so is her running mate. And so, yeah, that's the message that we have to keep to the Latino voters, that frankly, to America, because I don't think America really shares those San Francisco and the values of Governor Walz.
And all we have right now to go off of, whether it's the economy or immigration, is her past voting record, which, when she was in the Senate, she was more left than Bernie Sanders on some of her rhetoric and some of her votes. So we have to see what her stance is going to be. I want to bring in Tricia McLaughlin. She's on set. She's got a question for you.
Hi, Congressman. Thank you. I wanted to ask you about, the background in the voting records of Kamala Harris and Governor Walz. Neither of them have held a job in the private sector, both having been continually having government service. How do you think that's going to, can they fix the economy? Do they have the, tools, resources, experience, and knowledge to do that?
Look, Kamala Harris is Joe Biden, okay? It's the Biden-Harris administration. She's bought into everything. If you talk about inflation, she was the tie-breaking vote that gave us the Inflation Reduction Act and the American Rescue Act, both of which are the cause of inflation that we have today. She was the border czar, for God's sakes. The border is completely out of control. She has zero experience. Look, her voting record tells you everything. I never listen to what people say. I watch what they do or what they did. And the best indicator of what somebody's going to do in the future is what they've done in the past. Don't fall for this thing. Oh, no, she doesn't believe that anymore. She believes it. It's in her heart. It's in her soul. That's what she wants. She just wants to fool the American people to say, no, I'm not so extreme now. I'm coming to the middle. That's what they told us about Joe Biden, too. And look what happened.